What's going on, guys? Nathan here, bringing you some more Team Fortress 2, and today I'd like to talk to you about the Quickfix, and I titled this video Quickfix Thoughts because I don't really have a judgment on whether it's good or bad, otherwise I would have titled the video accordingly, but I've seen both sides on how the Quickfix is good and also how it is bad, being the no overheal, but it's also good where you can heal large groups of enemies, or not enemies, teammates, but anyway, so let's get into it. So going over the stats of this minigun may seem a little bit basic, but I'd still like to talk to you guys about them being they are a little bit wonky. So the stats on the Quickfix is that Uber Charge increases healing by 300% and grants immunity to movement impairing effects, plus 40% heal rate, plus 25% Uber Charge rate. The Conduit is that you cannot overheal your heal targets, and then the most recent added stat to this minigun is that you move at the speed of any faster heal target. So this means that if I'm healing a scout, I will be running at the speed of a scout, so that I can follow him. Now, what this also means, and what they don't include in the stats, is that if a soldier or a demo rocket jumps, you will also be popped into the air with the soldier or demo. Now, most people know this, but it's not listed in the stats, so maybe there's like one person who watches this video who learned something new. But that movement speed part of the stat in the Quickfix also transfers over to soldiers in demos rocket jumping, but it also means that you get popped in the air with them. So those are the stats on the metagun, and the stats are kind of conflicting. Now, just like the metagun is pretty much meant for offense and the Kritzkrieg is meant for defense, this metagun dabbles a little bit in both, and what I mean by that is that most people know that the Quickfix is fairly good for healing large groups of enemies, being normally you wouldn't have much time to overheal them anyway, so instead you can just heal them faster, put them to full health, and then you can move on to the next person, so you don't have to spend all your time just healing one person, getting them to full overheal, and then moving on. So, but usually healing large groups of enemies is good for defense, because on defense you should be in one large group defending whatever you're defending, whether it be a payload cart or a control point. But also with the Quickfix, its Uber makes it good for offense, and the fact that you can rocket jump or explosive jump with it or with your pocket means that it's also good for offense. And since the Uber is really good for taking out sentries, although it can be argued that it's not, but yeah, it's just really geared towards offense that way too, so it's not like really good at either offense or defense alone. It dabbles a little bit in both, which I can't really tell is good, because sometimes it's good to have an all-around weapon, but in other cases it's good to have something that's just good in one area, and at least then it's good in that one area, and its weaknesses, so you can protect against them. So if you guys are using this metagun on defense, what you want to do is focus on a group of teammates to keep healed up enough so that they're not super weak. And with the Quickfix, once again, you're kind of group orientated, so you can't just pocket one person the entire time like a heavy or something, even though that is what medics mostly do. With the Quickfix, you have to focus on the group, and usually good medics, even with the metagun or something, will do that, or will focus on the group. Sorry, I got my thoughts mixed up there momentarily. But with the Quickfix, it's better at group healing, so you definitely just want to keep as large a group healed up as possible, and you should be good. However, if you are on offense and you're using this metagun, the same concept applies on keeping a large group of people healed up, but on offense, people are usually spread out more because they're not focused on a point, although technically they should be in a perfect TF2 world. But one thing that is really fun to do with this metagun is to pick a good soldier on your team and maybe use communication to tell them that you're going to be their pocket or something. But basically, with a good soldier being pocketed with a Quickfix medic, that means that you guys can be very mobile by rocket jumping, because the soldier's healed up when he's rocket jumping, and you can rocket jump with him, which makes you even more mobile. And then with a soldier having a pocket in the first place, he's just an absolute beast on the battlefield, which is exactly what I did in this gameplay. I basically told this guy that I would be his pocket, and he should rocket jump a lot because I have the Quickfix, so obviously I can rocket jump with him, and he just turns into this stud because he has a pocket. So those are the tactics to be used with the Quickfix, but let's talk tips and tricks now. So with the Uber, you would think it would be good for taking out sentries, which I would say that it is if the sentry is alone. But if you Uber somebody and they're taking out a sentry and there's maybe, let's say, 2 heavies firing on you, you have to know that the Quickfix's Uber is not like the Uber. You're not invulnerable as much as you would like to think, because although you regenerate health so fast, I have had it multiple times where you know, there's just enough damage coming at you that you just get killed no matter how fast the heal rate. Plus other things can kill you instantly, like a spy backstab or a sniper headshot. Those are all very, very real things. So take out a sentry if it's alone, basically, because the sentry will do a lot of damage to you, but the heal rate can keep up with the sentry's damage. But if there's other people firing at you, you kind of have to just be careful. I don't know if you would back off, but you have to be really, really cautious. Now, that kind of leads me into competitive TF2. Now, I don't have a lot of experience playing competitive TF2 with the Quickfix. However, I did do a round or two trying to get some gameplay with it, and I would just tell you right now that do not use this in a competitive setting, because your Uber doesn't do crap because everybody's super good, and first of all, a sniper can just headshot you instantly because they're just that good. And also, in terms of the Uber, once again, people are just doing so much damage to you that the heal rate cannot keep up and you just get killed a lot of the time. So just don't use that for competitive TF2, because everybody will just make fun of you like they did for me, and I was like, whatever, just trying to get some gameplay, don't take it too seriously. So just be aware of that. And that will wrap up this video, guys. So in summary, I would like to say that I have very, very mixed feelings on the Quickfix. I don't know if I would say that it's good or bad, you know, because it just applies to so many different situations, and it's really hard to formulate a solid opinion on it. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a rating. I really appreciate it. And if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe for more TF2, because I bring lots of that to my channel. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and peace out, guys. Good job, guys.